KJ
Yes.
Harper. Just describe for me how you came about filling her out, and because I know she's a prosecutor, an attorney, but did you take her from real life? Did you, what did you draw on to round out your character, get to know her personally?
Yeah, a lot of things. I had to do a lot of research, which I think is pretty normal for any actor in any role. And I spent a lot of time with Jersey prosecutors and New York DAs, Jersey City Police and NYPD, and going to the courthouses and just trying to understand that system, especially because I'm not from here and it's very different to the system at home. And then on top of that, I had spent some time here in North Carolina the year before last, and all of that time that I'd spent there and then time I spent in New York, just talking to people, really, be it in social work settings and understanding the American mindset, I guess. I mean, you can't even put it all into one umbrella, but understanding the different mindsets of people here, because what I wasn't prepared for is how different socially and how when people relate to each other, how different it is to the UK. It's really different, and that was a big thing I had to understand, because these differences, start from when kids are small and they grow up with certain ideas and preconceived ideas and prejudices, and trying to understand those and incorporate them where necessary into the character was important.
Because 7 Seconds does tap into, what's happened here. I mean, the Black Lives Matters and
right.
and cops and irresponsible killings and unjust, I should say. So how far does it go? How much does it let that influence it, would you say?
Influence the show?
Yeah.
I think that those campaigns and those issues are at the heart of what we were doing and were always meant to be, because I think one of the biggest things that we're trying to do is promote a conversation over things that are happening right now in America and experiences that are real for a lot of people, for a lot of Black and brown people in this country. These are realities that they just live with. So this isn't surprising to them. It's not about saying, well, there's this thing that you didn't know about. It's about validating those experiences for those people, in them being able to see their experiences reflected back on screen, and also at the same time about educating people who don't know so much about those communities as to what's happening, and hopefully through that building empathy and conversation and momentum, and hopefully finding some kind of solution.
And sometimes it's been said, being an outsider or coming from the UK, you're able to see something different, or maybe, as you said, learn about something.
Right.
What was the biggest challenge for you in understanding maybe perhaps the race dynamic here, and how it informed your part in this production?
I mean, I think the hugest thing for me coming here was understanding how little understanding and empathy groups of people have for each other, which I wasn't prepared for. I didn't quite understand until I lived here how segregated it still is, and be that physically or mentally or emotionally. Groups of people have a deep mistrust for each other and paranoia about things other groups are doing, and it's very, very separate. It's like oil and water, and you can shake it up as much as you want, it won't mix. And I was very surprised by that, and I was very surprised by even people who I liked and respected and who had very liberal, I thought, political views, how quickly they would fall back on prejudices and stereotypes. And that made me understand how deeply ingrained it is and how much work there is to be done.
Well, it's great to be involved in a series that can explore this.
Absolutely.
Right? Thank you so much.
Thank you.